Alright, welcome to the last match of round 4 of OLTP Season 2, and we have the 0.12 Rubles, who are generally regarded as one of the stronger teams so far of the first 3 rounds of competition, against Balls of Prey, who are yet to achieve a win in their majors, but earlier tonight their minor team brought off a win. Hoog's hoping that they can replicate that, and should be an interesting match on 45, always a lot of caps.
2, 1.
Yeah, Balls of Prey will be looking to make a strong start against the Rubles, as Rubles are one of the top teams. And Balls of Prey are on the bottom of the ladder at the moment.
Alright, so you've got a sort of a standard 2v2 going on. Blue teams have reset that they managed to get 2 tag bros at the beginning.
Yeah, 3 tag bros spawning at the start, so useful for all teams.
Closic with a bit of flaccid here. It seems like Blue haven't even had a proper offensive play yet.
Yeah, it's all a bit disjointed at the start.
There's a good handoff there. And one's coming around through the gate. The blocks are on. Oh, but they don't manage to get button control there.
No one on regrab for Blue, meaning that Red can reset.
Oh, they're going for the power-ups now. Clever move by one and Closic managed to getting theirs and mid.
Doesn't look like anyone's going for the power-ups on Red.
Oh shit.
But this means that activation comes in and caps. First cap of the game. A very solid one, mind it.
Activation, who did so well in the minors, he's stepped up and is playing in majors now, and he's already had an impact.
Squash with a cousin's kiss for leading to the regrab for activation, but he gets returned. Who complaining about lag? Closic gets out of base. Gets a nice snipe by laid back.
Alright, Squash has got a chance here if they can get some blocks on.
Yep, just one in base. Unintended. Oh, Venetic comes in and gets
There's
the
no re-grab on Red though.
Activation quickly makes his way into the blue base. Oh, gets the grab. Power-ups are up, but I don't think any teams are concentrating on it right now. One's got a rolling bomb and Venetics has got a juke juice.
Oh, self-spike by Hoog.
Laid back juke has got a rolling bomb on his regrab. Gets deactivated. One with a rolling bomb still. Just chilling around mid. Rolling bomb. Ooh, snipe.
Great jukes by LBJ there. He's managed to turn around in front of 2.
Just one in base for him, but 3 or 4 heading into his base. Oh, self-spike.
Got to be able to go for those spikes on this map.
Yeah, it's definitely a key part of the map. The regrab train looks like it's shut down immediately. Who complaining about loss?
Oh,
Squash with a nice juke. 2 in base, but only Hoog to defend. Gets returned. Power-ups look to be spawning. Tag pros all around.
Red team coming out with 2 of them.
Grabbing 2 of them. Activation boosting into base with 2 in. Gets returned by 1. Leaving Closic able to get out of base. Also likes himself on a terrible boost.
I think that's going to be one of the fails of the week.
That was a bit unlucky, mind you. Oh, Squash could cap here, definitely.
It's 2-0 to Balls of Prey. Definitely wouldn't have predicted this at 4 minutes into the match.
Yeah, look, I don't think many people would have seen this coming. Looks like at the moment Rubles have 4 on defense, no regrab. McRide makes his way through the spikes.
But LBJ, good return.
Activation. Oh, he could get out of here. No, snipe nicely by Venetics.
Blue are, Rubles are just a bit slow on the offense here. Like, they're pretty happy not to attack for about 30-40 seconds there.
Yeah, it just looks like they're chilling, sitting back a bit, waiting for the stuff to happen. Close sec with the regrab here, coming through mid, now into the bottom part.
Good move, my one, going to set up the regrab train in case it happens.
No one pressuring close sec though. Heading into base with one in. Oh, squash, nicely boosts up.
Tries to slip through the offensive defense but doesn't manage it.
If squash can get out here, that could have been an effective handoff. There's one in base. Squash
Will they get one here?
Oh, this is a cap.
Yeah, here we go.
This is a cap if one makes the boost.
He does a pixel.
Definitely looks like the Balls of Prey are having pretty good power-up control. With a Tag Pro and a Rolling Bomb also in base on offense. Not using them effectively.
Looks to be a bit of a reset here. Not much happening at the moment.
Yeah, a lot of missed boosts and missed
couple of
grabs.
flaccid.
Teams should definitely be looking to pick up the pace. 2 flacids by the Rubles.
Yeah, you've got to watch out for those double flacids because if the Balls of Prey had grabbed there, they would have had an easy path back into base.
Yep, and there's currently fights for the power-ups going on. Squash wins his, but gets spiked in the process. Activation leaves the middle for McRide, who grabs the Jig Juice. This tech is away, and this could be a cab if... Oh, that's a very nice tag pro use by Squash. Squash saves the cap and gets away. Activation seems to be defending the regrab here.
Alright, Closic's coming in, the blocks are there.
Oh,
he just
misses the boost. And if Squash can get away, if Laidback can get away, that could save this cap definitely.
LBJ holding out as long as he can, and he's got an escape to the spike. He doesn't miss it this time. Oh, those tight jukes, and he just slips through the gate. Closic picks up a rolling bomb. Return on LBJ could be devastating. He picks up a juke juice going for the spikes again.
Oh, could grab this rolling bomb. Oh,
now LBJ's got a rolling bomb.
A return for both teams could be devastating, but it doesn't look likely with both rolling bombs.
LBJ's been defused, he slips through though. Oh, returned by Venetics. Hoog choosing not to grab there. And Squash gets to return.
McRider's away top with 3 heading into the Rubles base. Now 4 in, Laidback makes a grab and gets out effectively. McRider's just chilling back in the Balls of Prey base, waiting for some pressure.
Alright, the blocks are on. That McRide chickens out. What's he gonna do? Backs off. There's a rolling bomb, but Hoog's gonna pick it up.
He could be waiting for the middle power up here.
One's gonna pick up a Tag Pro at their base. Tag Pro mid.
Gets returned.
Alright, one's got an escape here. If he can get past activation and Hoog. But he can't, and he's sniped by OJ.
That's a nice night. Nice tag pro used by activation to get the button, and therefore the return on flat card for Rubles.
Great escape by LBJ there.
Yeah, a return could be devastating for the Rubles at the moment. Doesn't seem
LBJ
like
just sitting there for McRide to come in and snipe him.
Who decides to grab with 1 in base?
Oh, one spikes himself. Venetics gets a good snipe return on Hoog.
Nearly 30 seconds left, so The half is nearly coming to a close with Balls of Prey up at 2-1.
Would have expected it to be a more highly scoring.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely don't think that many people would have predicted Balls of Prey to be coming out on top after the half, but yeah, it just seems that they've controlled the play a bit.
Alright, here's a chance to McRide. Last chance of the game. Blocks are on.
Oh, the blocks are on, but
return here could be a cap. Oh, who gets the return just at the last minute?
If Hook did not return that, then that would have been a definite cap.
And the teams are very well spread across the table, just showing how this is such a tight half.
Yeah, Rubles have the top and the bottom.
Phonetic's getting 14 returns, no doubt, helping his team.
Yeah, the caps spread pretty evenly along the offenders.
I was just recalling a bit of smack talk that Klosek posted in the trash talk. I think he said it was a guaranteed win against Balls of Prey. I wonder if he's regretting those words.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be too happy if he loses this one. There'll be a pretty big upset coming, like a top team losing to the team that's on the bottom without a win.
I'm not sure of this, but I think because Balls of Prey have lost 3 matches and now are in the very middle round, if they lose this one, that pretty much means they can't make it to the finals.
Yeah, I'll quote what Klosek has said here in the Trash Talk 30. He says, "Good to see we already have 3 points in the bag playing Balls of Lame this round. Might run my minors team for the majors game."
Well, he might be wishing he did run his minors team now.
Oh, I don't know, his minors lost as well.
Oh yeah.
Okay, rating. Okay, rating.
Doesn't look like Balls of Prey are ready at the moment.
What do you reckon, NDF? Do you think Balls of Prey are going to be able to hold on to this slender lead maybe and get a few more?
Look, I think the second half might be about the same as with score. I think the defenses are both very solid at the moment, with communication really working well. I think that Balls of Prey might be able to hold on to the lead with Klosek's team getting the loss here against the team with no wins.
Rubles have had a few opportunities where they seem to have had blocks on and one of their flag carriers is coming into base, but they don't seem to be able to make it work.
Yeah, especially it was very evident in that last play where Hoog got the return on Klosek and they had Tag Pro in their base as well to get the returns and blocks up. That could definitely be a game changer in the second half.
And the top Ghast player, MC Ride, hasn't seemed to have much of an impact. Maybe he'll be able to turn it around in the second half.
Yeah, I don't think it's hard to switch it around and play better in the second half if you have a poor first half. But definitely from a class player like McRide, we could see him playing well in the second. Yeah, McRide is miles ahead of the competition when it comes to gasp. He has a 7.890 gasp and an 8.02 D gasp, all in 60 minutes played. so this game could definitely help his gasp total.
Just waiting on Hoog to let us know he's ready to start the game, and we'll start the second half.
Should be interesting to see who comes out on top.
Interesting that Hoog hasn't played Dimicaris this round.
Yeah, it seems like Dharma might be a bit salty.
Alright, we're off. It's also a big match for Squash, the OLTP champion. I don't believe he played in the winning team, in the major team, but he was on the same squad that won OLTP Season 1. It'll be interesting to see if he can make an impact, because he hasn't so far in the first 3 rounds of OLTP.
Yeah, I definitely think that he played better than he has in the first half. We saw some great jukes from him. And also, Activation played well. Coming up from the minors to play.
3, 2, 1.
And we're off. There's a Tag Pro in the middle and 2 Juke Juices in base. McRide will get the Tag Pro.
This is a good start for the Rubles here. McRide, Tag Pro and Juke Juice. He clears the base for Closec.
Yeah, he's ahead of 2. Only laid back at Activation, and Activation grabs and looks like he might get returned. Oh, this could definitely be a cap.
Scores a level already.
Closec makes a grab and looks like he may get returned. Activation chilling on defense for the moment. Who's going for the noob spike?
McRide's all over
Oh,
there.
this could definitely be another cap with the
Gate
blocks
is
up on
open.
Squash.
McRide slips through and gets a
Ooh,
cap.
it's 3-2 by aggregate.
This is dangerous for Balls of Prey. Let's see how they respond.
Yeah, they'll need to respond quickly or just stop the regrab train, because momentum can be a killer on 45. We see the power-ups respawn. Oh, nice noob spike.
Lovely noob spike.
Oh, this could be another cap here from Closec. Oh, this. Oh, Activation makes a nice grab. Closec gets away with his Duke Juice.
Activation proving why he's been called up to the majors.
Yeah, he definitely seems to be a great player, and I think that he's hasn't shown it in the past in majors, but he definitely looks to be playing well now.
Oh, blocks are on. Who just gets the button?
Manages to get the button. One is away through the mid, boosting down into base. It definitely seems like Balls of Prey on the back foot initially.
Still only 1 cap in it.
It seems that the Rubles just have a constant regrab train.
Yeah, they just need to weather this onslaught for a bit, and here's their moment. Hoog's got an escape. He's sneaking through the spikes. He'll get a rolling bomb on the way out.
Hoog, the renowned offenser, making his way through the middle.
A bit of a
Using
waste of
his
a rolling
rolling
bomb there.
McRide has a Tag Pro. Go on Flag Pro. Squash manages to boost around Closec very nicely.
MC Ride just chilling around the middle. Hasn't got many people chasing him, so he can just comfortably do laps.
Hoog seems to be blocking the regrab, meaning that they only have laid back Duke currently on defense chasing. Activation's just sitting in their base on the button.
Yeah, MC
Both
Ride is
Tag
just waltzing around wherever he pleases. This is kind of embarrassing for Balls of Prey that they're not putting any pressure on the enemy flag carrier.
Yeah, he definitely seems to be racking up a lot of hold time in this half. Already sitting at 1 minute.
Blocks are
More than
on.
1 minute.
Oh,
that
Activation
was a
again with
nice
a last second save.
Hoog defending regrab,
Ignores the
although
rolling
not
bomb.
effectively.
And he gets fucked up in the gate. Ouch.
Yeah, that was probably not a good decision. 3 in base though for 1 with Squash with a tag pro. Who deciding to go back into the base? Going through spikes. And boosting into
Hook showing why he usually plays defense.
Yeah, you don't usually see that from such a skilled offender as Hook. Activation makes his way back to offense after his holiday on
Good
defense.
grab. Gets noob
Another
spiked.
noob spike.
Rubles are all over the noob spikes. They know exactly how to shut off that escape.
This is another cap.
Self spike by Squash means closer caps.
That was not a great play from Squash. I definitely think he'll want to have that one back. Who gets popped on the button? McRide's past 1, past 2. The blocks are nearly up. A great save by Laid Back. Although Kosek's got a wrong bomb, runs out.
Who gets a good sniper?
Activation has 1.
Alright, another stage of Squash is the only one carrying the flag.
This could be a cap. Yeah, that's a cap.
I think that's just bad positioning on the Balls of Prey part. They could have sent one person down to cover the regrab.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't look like in this half they have anyone on a regrab that often. The scores right now are pretty much heavily in the Rubles' favour at 5-2.
Diamond Garrett says he's ready to come in and save the day, which he has done before, and notably in the Season 1 final.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time he's come in and saved the day. Activation has a tag pro. Hopefully they can make a good grab after this. Close second base, a drop would be deadly. Squash just managing to move around. Evade all the
tight
defense.
spot though. He likes to spike himself.
Spikes. Yeah, it looks like he's really loving the spikes right now. Definitely could be seeing like an affair going on between him and them.
One gets caught in the same position, but he managed to somehow sneak around one of the defenders. Activation's going to pick up a rolling bomb. That'll be helpful. But he uses it straight away. He does a kiss. LBJ's got a grab here. If they can return on MC Ride. MC Ride's got a good chance to cap here.
Yeah, this is definitely a cap to the Rubles.
Ouch. Say with 3 minutes to go, 5 caps up is pretty big. So that's it on this map. Only takes 30 seconds or so to cap.
Ooh, activation with the spikes. It looks like Balls of Prey may have been practicing this self-spike move. They seem to have perfected it over their time.
Yeah. And just flacids on the part of Balls of Prey now. Seems like they've lost hope.
Yeah, they're becoming very desperate for caps.
Squash didn't even bother waiting for activation there. He only needed to wait 5 seconds. And that means one will get a cap, because no one's on regrab.
I'm not sure if Balls of Prey will be able to come back, leaving them undefeated. Rubles showing in the second half why they are regarded as one of the top teams.
Just got a cheeky dim stat here. He's just pointed out that activation, the offender for Balls of Prey, has more returns than LBJ and Hoog.
And if you look at the stats, the whole Balls of Prey side is underneath the Rubles side. Definitely indicating how the half has been played.
Closec here, good chance of a cap if he manages to get past LBJ.
Ooh, laid back. Makes a good grab, while Hoog makes a good return. Hoog manages to stay alive. Ooh, putting the jukes on McRide.
Great play by Hoog there.
Showing why he's regarded as one of the best defenders on diameter. Three in base for Hoog. I don't think he might. Oh, yep, gets returned. We see Klosek might be able to come in to cap it.
Oh, he navigates the spikes perfectly to grab that cap.
That was very well done by Klosek.
MC Ride coming in.
A return here could be very costly for the Rubles. 20 seconds left. I'm pretty sure the Balls of Prey cannot come back from this.
And it's probably going to be a fatal blow to their qualification hopes.
Yeah, losing the first 4 games, I'm not sure if they might be able to come back and make finals. Looks like Balls of Prey will get Braziled here.
Well, let's drag Hoog and Klosek in for talk about that interesting game. It was a promising first half for Balls of Prey, but didn't manage to bring it in the second half.
Yeah, the game ended up being 8-3 towards the Rubles' way. I don't think that would have been predicted after such a close first half. Here with us, we have the captain of Balls of Prey, Hoog.
Good evening.
Hoog, what led to your team's demise in that second half?
I could contribute to a lot of things. I contribute to maybe we fell off the power control. I contributed to a lot of ping issues for a lot of my players. But in the end, we just weren't good enough.
Yeah, I definitely feel like ping has been an issue throughout diameter in the last week or so.
I think it really displayed with my defense, like especially in that second half where I could basically do nothing. They just pushed me off. The ping was so bad.
Yeah, until the end of the second half, I don't know if you knew, but Activation had as many or more returns as you and LBJ.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, the Rubles just seemed to have a regrab train in the second half. You guys couldn't stop. And at points, you just had one defending regrab and one chasing, which did not seem to be effective. What did you put in play for that to work out eventually?
Well, obviously we did put on the one on defending the regrab, and it seemed to work for the first half, but in the second half, my ping just decided to shit itself. And it didn't work because I couldn't really do anything. But I can't just keep on blaming ping. I have to obviously blame. Well, maybe not subbing myself out. Maybe that was just a bit selfish. I'm a bit disappointed with myself, and I think we maybe could have done better.
Yeah, you guys had a really strong first half, and you guys were looking pretty good. If you can maintain that form throughout the competition, I think you might have a chance to scrape it to finals.
I
it's
think
it's still it's theoretically possible, but it was probably the fatal blow, Hoog. What are your thoughts on the rest of the season? You're going to be able to get any wins?
Maybe. I mean, we won a half, didn't we?
That's something.
That's something. We'll take it.
All right, Klosek. After the first half, you were down 1 against the lowest ranked team. What were you thinking, and how did you manage to turn it around?
That first half, fair credit to Balls of Prey, they just outplayed us in several key aspects. Like we did play to our natural game, but we just failed to capitalize on those chances. We had a lot of hold time, but we just couldn't get the returns necessary, and Balls of Prey just outplayed us on that aspect. At the break, we were really stressing, to be honest. So we were a bit worrying about what was happening. Second half, we just had to rally, and in typical Rubles fashion, like the only way we're going to get a win ever is through a comeback, and happen again. I'm really proud with how well our side rallied that second half to get those caps and get the win.
I think the most interesting thing was there was no stand-up player on your team. Seemed to be everyone capping and everyone pitching in.
Yeah, definitely. It's really a combined team effort, like how we're running it this season. We don't have one stand-up player. We've got 4 people who are all. We have 3 people who are all good in their aspects, and me, and we're all just playing as best as we can to try and work and get through. And I think that rotation strategy is working really well for us.
Well, congratulations on the win, Klosek. Condolences to Hoog. Thank you for Radiant for setting up the stream and for NDF joining me in the commentary box. This has been the end of round 4 of season 2 LTP.